Friends, I'm playing with a Squier 60s Classic Vibe Jazzmaster today. I'm not very well known for playing with offset type guitars. I've played them down through the years. It's not one I've got in my arsenal. There's still a few things I definitely want to change about this, but I thought I'd just talk about it in brief. Had it for several days now. Been playing with it. Thought I'd just give you my kind of first impressions, which typically don't change a whole lot over time, but usually I do a first impressions type video, then I do a follow up. I will say this guitar plays great. The neck is like a Strat neck, so it's instantly familiar to me. The radius is, I think, 9.5. Nice fretboard, which I've not conditioned yet. I did put some string tone on it. But probably need to oil it up a little bit. No sharp fret edges. Really nice neck. That I'll say instantly. These pickups are maybe a little more noisy than I thought they were going to be. I mean, I'll say, I don't know if you hear anything. Certain pickup configurations, certain patches that I've programmed in that work for Telecasters and Strats sound a little bit noisy to me on this, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I've just been hearing a little bit of an interference or something, and I'm not hearing it now. This is the bridge pickup that I'm playing right now, which has really nice sparkle to it. Pretty nice sounding pickup. I'm using on my GTX 100 a deluxe reverb sound, just so you can hear. It doesn't really affect the tone so much. That's why I'm using this one, just so you can actually really hear how it sounds. In the middle position between the two pickups, we got this kind of. It's just nice. Yeah. Lots of Fender spank kind of stuff. Maybe even a little bright, I would say. Neck pickup. Very usable. Your circuit up here at the top. Depends on how you want to dial it in, I can see. Definitely a darker sound. So if you want to do those jazz type things. You can switch down to your regular neck pickup to do your leads. I think I would use this selector up here definitely if I wanted to lay back in the mix and just be not as bright. Here's slightly muffled. You got a tone controller here, or actually use it here. Yeah. So you can turn your tone up or down with this. And control your volume up here with this, which, it's nothing. Or roll it up. See now. So you might decide that's too bright down here when you push down and you got just the neck pickup. Of course, you can always roll the volume, the tone back a little bit here. What am I super impressed with besides the neck? I'm impressed with how it stays in tune. one of the reasons I've always shied away from this kind of guitar is this. I just didn't see that as a real viable kind of trim. And so I played these in guitar stores. And I've not even taken the plastic off of this yet, so if it looks a little gnarly, I need to take the plastic off the pick guard. But at any rate, I've never thought this would be a very stable system. I guess I just didn't think it would. But I just played through the opening jam that you heard, sort of a synth thing, which is different from what I usually do. And I got on this pretty good, you know. Now I'm not going to do dive bombs and stuff with like a with a Floyd Rose or something, but yeah, up or down, it seems to do a pretty nice job. Giving you those little marginal tones to give you the real trim effect, right? I've played this guitar quite a bit, and I have to say, just micro tones of tuning, running to my polytune over here, and nothing significant. I mean, it's just crazy how well it stays in tune, at least the one that I got. And these tuners look pretty nice. They look like kind of just your vintage type tuners there. So that's something I might change in the future. Yeah, probably maybe. The nut, that's interesting to look at. It's two tones. It's like there's a yellow and the white on top of it. So if it's some sort of bonoid, fake bone or something. I've never seen one done like that. There's actually two tones. It's yellow. If you hope you can see that, maybe zoom in, and then also white there on the nut. So it's different than what I'm used to seeing on the nut. The bridge. So typically, what I've always understood and what I think probably is true is that if I really wanted to lower the action on this, which I don't think I do, but one of the things that people historically have said is when you're really jamming, you play really hard, that the strings can slip out of these. And I think that's probably true because there's not much tension going from here to up here. What a lot of people do is they shim this neck. And I'm thinking I might do that too. Most people say use a 0.5 degree angle shim, which you can get through Amazon for about $10. A plastic one, or you can go through StewMac, get one for about $20 that's wood. I'll have to decide what I want to do. I think probably the plastic's okay. I don't really want to just use a business card like some people do, but I probably will shim this neck so that it lays back a little bit more. Then I will raise this bridge up so that there's more tension running from here to here, right? So that there's more pressure downward onto this bridge. Some people say that Jazzmasters will buzz. I'm not hearing that. The only thing I have, like I said, I've heard some noise which makes me think there's maybe something in the pots or the pickups that might go to another, when I've got more time and more thorough review, show you what I'm talking about. But y'all hear a little bit of buzz? You hear that? My noise gate's catching it when I'm in silent mode here, but and maybe that's just the nature of these pickups. I don't know. Some people would ask, how does it dirty up? Really nice. Don't know if I've got a dirty sound here, or do I? What is this one? This is a deluxe with some overdrive on it. I might be peeking out. Turn them down just a tad. I rather like it. If you think it sounds muddy in any people use the word muddy all the time. I don't know what they mean. I guess they mean they don't hear string separation. When you do your overdrive, that's kind of the point. But I do hear, I think, pretty good definition for strings. You don't lose your low end when you're playing the high strings with an overdrive going with this one. It's neck pickup, here's bridge. Now, admittedly, I've not made a lot of patches yet. I've made no patches that are specific. Usually what I do is when I get a guitar and I like it, since there's so many locations on this GTX 100, I've got like my favorite 10 Tele patches, my favorite 10 Strat patches, or 15 or so Strat. Some that I like for semi-halls, some I like for Les Pauls. I'm going to definitely make some specifically for this. So these that you're hearing are not. Have not been maximized for a Jazzmaster anyway. That sounds pretty nice, so that's my tweed sound, and I knew it would sound nice. Yeah, pretty cool. It came set up really well. The intonation seems to be pretty great. I don't think any of them are off significantly. Will I change the pickups? Don't know. Typically I don't. Typically I get a guitar and I like the sound of it, and I use it for whatever genre I want to use it for. I find where it fits. I don't try to make guitars sound certain ways. I like the individuality of each one, and so there's a lot that I'm digging about this guitar. I like the look of it. I like the fit and finish of it. Great job as always. The Classic Vibe Squiers are really nice these days. One more quick look at just everything so you see front and back. Let me turn the amp off for a second. Let's unplug it and take a quick peep. So there it is. Like I say, no, not taking the plastic off the pick guard. Need to do that so it'll look better. You know, you got your comfort cut there, belly cut. Not pulled this off yet either. Squier, it's made in Indonesia. Designed, produced, no. Designed and backed by Fender. Crafted in Indonesia. My serial number is ICSG210222527. I have no idea what that means. I'm assuming it was made maybe in October of, I don't know, 1022527. Maybe it was made in January of 2022. Maybe that's what it is. And number 527. Pretty piece of wood. I would not say it's overly heavy. I would say it's pretty comfortable. I'm guessing 7.5 pounds. I've not weighed it yet. That'll be in the full review. 7.5, 8 pounds. I mean, it's substantial. It's about like, it weighs about like a Telecaster would. Again, things that impressed me. The trim was better than I thought. Bridge is pretty nice. Do think I should shim it. Do a little bit better setup. The neck itself is perfect. It's very straight. Good fret work. You know, I can see a fret or two that looks like it might be high, but in playing it up down the neck, I can see like one or two that just looks like it raises up higher than the others. But I'm not sensing it when I play, not when I stretch, bend. I've been all over the neck on this. Pickup's pretty good, pretty decent. You know, a lot of people. I've talked to some folks. The guy where I bought this, I got this at Larry's Music in Hickory. Great folks there. talked to Nick. Nick doesn't even use this up here. He took the stuff out of it. Me, one of the things I do like about it, since I'm going to be doing some looping and stuff, I'm going to run through an Electro Harmonics Bass 9. And so when I'm recording my bass sounds, I'm definitely going to be flipping up into this because it'll give me, I think, I'm not mastered it yet, but I think it'll give me the P bass sounds that I really want when I'm doing my Bass 9 from Electro Harmonics. If you're not familiar with that, watch one of my videos where I've done some looping, or go to their thing and watch Bill Rupert do it. Bill's just a fantastic guitar player. He'll sell you on the thing, and it's magnificent. So I love playing bass on a guitar without having to run back here and get one of my basses. Watched the Tim Pierce video, and he talked about how invaluable it is to be able to play some bass on his guitar. And I've tried all kinds of different pitch benders. The Bass 9 by Electro Harmonics is legit. You really can get the sound of a P bass. I can't do slaps and stuff on it, but I'm not that good at doing that anyway. But I can definitely get some good bass runs. So I'm thinking that flipping up here on this pickup is going to give me the bass sounds that I want for my loops. And I'll flip back down, do rhythms and solos and stuff here between these two pickups. Yeah, great guitar for the price. I mean, you can get these, I think they're on sale now for $419. They typically $450 or something like that, or $469, like $59, I don't know, something under $500. But that's legit nice Jazzmaster. Another very cool guitar to have in my little arsenal. Peace to all who watch. Subscribe to the channel if you like.